What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. I am Dat Dude, and I want to jump into this video really quickly. And the NFL season is here, starts tonight, and I can't wait to jump into this season. Obviously, fantasy is amazing, and it gives us so much to talk about. But the NFL by itself has so much going on, and I think it's in a great spot, first and foremost. So I want to go ahead and talk about my division, who I think is going to win each division, my Super Bowl prediction, and then I'm going to give you my top 3 picks for this first week of NFL football. First week of NFL football, I know I missed the first week of college football. That won't happen again. I was in Mexico and couldn't really record. My apologies. Just so you guys know, let me go ahead and tell you my schedule for this football season. It's going to be a busy season. So basically, I'm thinking about doing, I'm not thinking about doing, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a NFL preview on Thursdays and then a college football preview on Fridays. So you guys can know weekly, Thursdays NFL, Fridays are college football. Hope that we can, interact throughout the season, and I can give you some good picks. I can give you my thoughts, and it's just gonna be great. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. I want to start off by talking about the AFC. The AFC East. I think the Patriots win that division. I'm not going to take that much time on that. The Jets, Bills, and Dolphins just aren't that good. I think Sam Darnold is a good quarterback. But at the end of the day, Tom Brady, he is still playing for the Patriots, so they're still going to win that division. The AFC North, I think that the Steelers are going to win that division. Steelers, Browns, Ravens, Bengals. That's how I have it. And I have to have these opinions. That way I can be wrong. If I'm right about everything, no one has anything to talk about. So bold opinions. These are my opinions. So let me know where you think differently. Moving on, let me go ahead and say, I think that the Steelers, all they do, Mike Tomlin and Big Ben, they just win. They won last year with James Conner. I think with Juju, James Conner, and Big Ben, they really have something they want to prove. No more drama with Le'Veon Bell or Antonio Brown. And I think that Big Ben has a lot to prove. So that's why I'm thinking the Steelers are going to beat the Browns and win that division. I don't think the Browns make that big of a jump in this first year. Would I be shocked if the Browns go a long way? I'm not going to be shocked about it. But they have a lot of different pieces that need to work to make that offense and make that team a team that wins the division. Moving on to the South in the AFC, I have the Texans, the Jaguars, Titans, and the Colts. Colts lost Andrew Luck. That's who I would have had winning that division if the Colts had Andrew Luck. Deshaun Watson, he's a sleeper for me to win the MVP this year. He's one of my favorite players. I say the sleeper. Pat Mahomes, that's probably everyone's favorite to win the MVP for the NFL season this year. I think Deshaun Watson and the Texans really take a step forward. They just got another offensive lineman for Deshaun Watson. I think he has a really big year. The running back situation is something that they're definitely going to have to look at, but I like them to win that division. In the West, I think the Chiefs win that division. And I think the Chiefs are so good. I think their defense got a little bit better this offseason. And, it's going to be something to watch. It's going to be something to key in on. That's where my beloved Raiders play. That's the division. I think the division is pretty strong and competitive. The Broncos are usually a lot better than what they are this year. I have the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Raiders, and the Broncos. Although I do think the Raiders are going to compete and be in a lot of games. I wouldn't be shocked if they come in second ahead of the Chargers. I don't know. That would be a bold prediction in itself for the Raiders to be ahead of the Chargers. But I have the Raiders coming in third in that division. But let's move on to the NFC. The NFC East. I have as of right now, the Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Redskins. Eagles and Cowboys are two of the best teams in pro football. We all know that Ezekiel Elliott will be playing now, and Jerry Jones is basically paying every single one of their players. I think that they are on a roll right now. This is the year. Make it or break it. They need to do something with the guys that they have, with Dak and Cooper, before they have to either sign Dak next year or let him go. I think they will end up paying Dak Prescott, and he will be the highest paid quarterback. Question of the day. With that being said, would you rather have Dak Prescott for the next 5 years or Jared Goff? Jared Goff just signed a huge contract. He is the highest paid quarterback ever to play the game right now. So would you rather have Dak Prescott or Jared Goff? That's the question. So leave that down below. Very interested to see what you guys think with that. So moving on, I do think the Eagles win that division. Carson Wentz, I think he has a somewhat MVP year like he did a couple years ago. He's going to be healthy. A lot of different weapons to use. I think Miles Sanders has a really big year as a rookie. And that's who I have. The North, we have the Packers, the Bears, Vikings, and Lions. I think that the Packers win this division. Somehow, some way, I think Aaron Rodgers ends up winning this division. I do. You all know that I think Aaron Rodgers is somewhat overrated. I think he is not on Tom Brady, Drew Brees' level. But I do think that they win that division. The Bears' defense is amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears win the first game against the Packers. That's a game to watch. It's a game that's going to be actually happening tonight to start off the season. It's going to be a good game to start off the NFL football season. So, I don't know. I have the Packers winning that division. That's a really good division, by the way. The NFC South, you have this. My rankings, I have the Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Buccaneers. I have the Saints winning that division. Drew Brees is really good. Kamara, Mike Thomas. They just have a lot of different weapons that I think are going to be in a good spot to score and score a lot of points. Just like they did last year. They didn't lose that much. Mark Ingram, obviously they lost him, but I think that's going to be a team to watch going forward. Falcons, I think they're going to be really good. They have a lot of different weapons. Matt Ryan's going to have a really big year. They need Calvin Ridley to be healthy. Julio Jones, he's about to sign another contract. Just wait. It's going to be a big contract. Looking forward to seeing what that has. And they say Cam Newton is healthy now. So a healthy Cam Newton is always a competitor. I don't know. Then the Buccaneers. You have Jameis Winston. You have Godwin and Mike Evans and O.J. Howard. All those guys are good weapons for throwing. They don't have a defense, though. So that's why I have the South the way it is. With the West, I have the LA Rams. I think the Rams are just as good as they were last year, if not better. They have probably the best player in the NFL in Aaron Donald, and he literally can change the game just by itself. I'll have the Seahawks, 49ers, and Cardinals after that. The Rams have a pretty easy division, in my opinion. One of the lower divisions in football, if you ask me. The worst divisions in football have to be the AFC East or the NFC West. Just because you have the 49ers and Cardinals, and then you have the Bills, Dolphins. Two easy divisions. I think the Patriots and Rams clear-cut in both of those divisions. So, with all of that being said, the best division in my mind in the NFL, there's really three of them that I would say that could, compete to be the best division. The AFC North, you have three teams that are very good and three teams that could win that division and make runs in the Steelers, the Browns, and the Ravens. All of them have good defenses, have good quarterbacks. Obviously, the Ravens, Lamar Jackson has to stay healthy. I don't see them making it far, but that defense is really good. They score a lot of touchdowns as defenses. And then the NFC North. The North with the Packers and the Bears and the Vikings. All those teams can compete. They all have good defenses. The I shouldn't say the Packers. Packers don't have a good defense at all. But the Bears and the Vikings, they're known for the defense. So all three of those teams are very good. And when Matt Stafford, he can win essentially any game. He can't win a big game, but he can win any game. He's a veteran quarterback. If that's the last team in your division, that's a pretty tough, stout division. And then also the NFC South with the Saints, Falcons, Panthers, and Buccaneers. All four of those teams are pretty good. The Saints are really good. So that's where I feel are the strongest divisions in football this year. My MVP, like I mentioned, Deshaun Watson. Pat Mahomes is also obviously a candidate. Carson Wentz is a candidate. And then I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns win and have a huge year. Baker Mayfield could easily be the MVP of the NFL football season. My rookie of the year is Josh Jacobs, Alabama guy. I think the opportunity is going to be there. The touches are going to be there. John Gruden is going to give him so many touches. They didn't draft him in the first round for nothing. This is his backfield to lose. This is his team essentially after Derek Carr. I do think Derek Carr has a better year, and it's truly a make or break year for Derek Carr. I've said that multiple times this offseason, and I'll say it multiple times this season. This is a make or break year for Derek Carr. I'm pulling for him. I think he's a great dude, and you know he can be an MVP type caliber quarterback when he plays well. I mean, obviously, I guess they all can, but we've watched him do it in the past. This is who I have to be the division champions, and or playing for the division championship, and then playing in the Super Bowl, and my Super Bowl winner. I have the Patriots playing the Texans in the division championship, and then and that's the AFC. And then in the NFC, I have the Eagles playing the Saints. And I feel like it's just a toss-up. You never really know with these things. That's who I'm predicting. And I'm predicting the Eagles to play the Patriots and the Patriots to win the Super Bowl. Until Tom Brady is not playing for the Patriots, I feel that they should always be the favorite to win the Super Bowl. With all of that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints won the Super Bowl with Drew Brees. It's going to be so fun to watch. So with all of it said, this is my division leaders, my division champs. Regular season, what I think the divisions are going to shape up to be. You have my Super Bowl winner, my Rookie of the Year, my MVP. And like I said, I mentioned to you, Thursdays are going to be the day I drop my NFL videos. College football videos will be coming out every Friday. So I hope that you guys will tune in weekly and we can, go throughout the season together. I will probably be, dropping videos with fantasy updates earlier in the week sometime. If there's a big waiver wire type guy that we need to get or keep your eye out for, a sleeper, whatever it may be, I will post other videos, but a weekly video on Thursday and Friday will be coming out. All right, y'all, so to end the video real quick, I told you I'm going to give you my top plays for the weekend. These are my top NFL plays to look at going forward into Sunday. These lines will and may change. I'm recording this video early, obviously. So my top plays, the Seattle Seahawks -9.5 to the Bengals. I think that usually when they have big spreads like this in the NFL, they know what they're doing. They don't mess up on that a lot. I think Russell Wilson and that offense is going to be very good. That defense just got a lot better with Jadeveon Clowney. DK Metcalf is supposed to be playing. Chris Carson is healthy. I think everything's going in the right way for the Seahawks. AJ Green won't be playing for the Bengals. So I'm going to take the Seahawks -9.5 with my first play. My second play will be the Cowboys at -6.5. This line is right when Zeke is signing, so 6.5. Take it now. The the Cowboys are going to win this game. How much, I don't know. I think they win by more than a touchdown, though. I think this is a good line to get right now. I know Zeke won't be getting a full workload, but Dak in that offense, Dak's a winner. He controls the game. He controls the pace of the game. We don't know what the Giants are going to be. That we know that they're not going to have Golden Tate. That's one of their receivers. They have Evan Ingram and Sterling Shepard, yes. Saquon Barkley is amazing, but is Eli going to be that good? That's something that we're going to have to be watching. I think the Dallas Cowboys minus 6.5 is a good play. And then I think the Oakland Raiders minus a half a point. Basically, money line with the Oakland Raiders. I think the first Monday night prime time, first game of the year for the Raiders. AB, first game for him. Josh Jacobs, Derek Carr, everything is in their favor. Yes, the Broncos are good. The defense is always going to be good. It's going to be a game that's probably down to the wire, but I think that the Raiders come out and win that game in the black hole on primetime television. Gruden has a lot to prove. He makes a lot of money, so I think this is one of those games where he's going to let people know we're doing our best to be so-called relevant in the NFL. Two lines that I want to talk about that I would be cautious of. I think that a lot of people are going to jump on the Cleveland line at minus 5.5, minus 6. Right now it's at 5.5. I wouldn't be surprised if the Titans keep that game close and lose within a field goal. The Titans are a team that usually stays in games and somehow chokes it away. If you're a Titans fan, you know what I mean. But I think that everyone is going with the Browns. That's why that line is so high right now. NFL games, you don't see many games that are over 3.5, 3-point spread, and it's a big deal when they're not. So that's why I'm saying the Browns, that's a sketchy play to me. A lot of people think that that's an easy play. Another play is the Kansas City Chiefs at 3.5, 4 points. I think the Jaguars are really good. Everyone's going to be hopping on the Chiefs and looking at what they did last year. And yes, they're going to be really good, but we don't really know what they're going to be doing in the running game this year with Damian Williams, LaShawn McCoy. And I think that's something that they may be working on in week 1. So those are two games that I would be cautious of. Everyone's going to jump on the Browns. Everyone will be jumping on the Chiefs. Watch out for those two games. Don't get down just because everyone else is hopping on them. You know my 3 plays. The Cowboys at minus 6.5. The Seahawks at minus 9.5. And then the Raiders money line. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. Every single week, Thursday, NFL, Friday, college football. We'll see you tomorrow for the first college football video to come out.